McGovern Elementary School-Wide Placement System. This is the model which we used to determine during our PLC time as to which students we needed to identify that would need further intervention, or if they needed to be challenged because they were exceeding. As you can see, student profile 1 is exceeding. Core and general setting with advanced application workshops. Student profile number 2 would be meeting the core and general setting. Student profile number 3 would indicate that there is some risk and we are implementing title services in their setting. And then student profile number 4 shows that these are the students that are at risk and they are having their core within title or LRC settings. With that information, we are able to then analyze the environment which they're receiving their education. General setting students, teachers would identify 4 to 5 students who are closest to the profile number 3. Once we did this, we completed a student profile form which identified specific information about formative and summative assessments and also accommodations made in the classroom, example being preferential seating, discussion with the teams, interventions that would apply. Again, this would be time for the teacher to receive feedback from their colleagues and reflect on what they can further do in their classrooms. We talked about the intervention progress monitoring, so we're making sure we're collecting those documents and tracking about the progression and or regression. Minimum 2-week follow-up to review student growth. So in 2 weeks we would come back, the teacher would present their exit tickets or their formative assessments at the end of a unit to see how the child had progressed, and these documents are kept as artifacts. When looking at our students who are from the ranges of the profile 3 student or profile 4 student, we would look at title and special education services. And to do that, to get into that process, the teachers would complete the student profile of the 4 to 5 students which they'd already selected, and that would be possibly eligible. And then we would look at discussing with the grade level teams the interventions that applied where they saw success. Also the documentation, again, the progression or regression, narrative accommodated by data printouts. So the teachers not only would lay the data down in front of us, they would also have a short narrative as to reflect on what type of instructional practices they were using in the classroom to help further guide the instruction for the student. Again, it's the 1 to 2 week follow-up with your grade level teams, and then keeping track of the student growth or lack thereof. Parent involvement was another area which we were able to increase, and some ways that we approached that were to have our family math nights. We did Math Fact Masters Club to help with number fluency, and also we began doing parent academies. In the parent academies, there's one held each month on various topics within our school improvement plan, and that included math, language arts, and also school climate. In language arts, we took a review of, again, what we had in place and what can we continue to use and improve on. And this is as a team, as a school staff, we identified that we need to implement a school-wide read-at-home program, and so we implemented accelerated reader so the students could read their books and take tests at home, and then there would be a reinforcement once they received X amount of points. In addition, we did provide literacy celebrations and literacy educational evening opportunities for the students, parents, and the community. And with this, we received positive feedback as we did do surveys at the end of the presentations to see what the parent had gained for knowledge, and also if the actual academy session was beneficial to them or things that they would like to see changed. And then finally, we have continued to develop writing instructional practices through our 6+1 writing methods. We discovered that we were all using different methods, and so we became universal with the 6+1 writing methods and utilized that with fidelity through support of the district instructional coach, and also at our ESD we're able to bring in their instructional leader as well to assist with professional development and also team teaching